Comedian David Walliams is under fire for doing the Nazi salute 2 times during the recording of a British television show. During the taping of the BBC's Would I Lie to You, Walliams made the gestures during a segment in which a fellow panellist discussed a story about injuring their wrist while waving. Walliams reportedly joined in with increasingly vigorous waves, which culminated in him holding out his arm in a Nazi salute. The show's production company and the BBC both described the gestures as completely unacceptable and said that the segment would not be broadcast. Comedy, people, do we not understand comedy? This is David Walliams. He's taken something about a wrist and he's ended up doing the Nazi salute. It is a completely different scenario to Elon Musk. When Elon Musk did this, and he's denied it was a Nazi salute, but it's worthy of a political discussion because it has political implications. David Walliams doing this as part of a comedy bit is not that big a deal. What's this idea that a comedian can't use Nazism as a sense of comedic value? When did that rule come in? We've been doing it ever since World War II ended. Hitler's been the butt of derogative jokes. Nazism has as well. There's been piss takes of Hitler. There's been piss takes of the war. And yet we suddenly just, it's outrageous. What was the line? Completely unacceptable, the BBC said. Why is it? If you don't like it, cut it out. But it gets out. The audience, obviously, someone's been offended. But just because you're offended doesn't mean it's not allowed. Someone will be offended by everything. Someone will be offended by what I say on this show tonight. Doesn't make you right. Doesn't make me right, although McKnight is always right. It just means we have differing opinions. Your outrage is not a reason to suppress other people. You know, your offense does not mean things have to change. Now, if the collective group, if society as a whole says this is not acceptable, then okay. But comedians should always be fighting against that. There should be no rule to comedy. Now, was Walliams' thing funny? I don't know, but the BBC won't release the footage. And that has led to, I've seen streams of people on TikTok and social media saying, release the footage, you're protecting David Walliams, you're protecting a white man. You know, I have a feeling that if we saw this, we would actually think, it's actually funny. Yes, I dare to say that David Walliams doing a Nazi salute could possibly be funny. Elon Musk, on the other hand, when he does a Nazi salute or something that resembles a Nazi salute, that is not funny. That is not funny. It's scary. David Walliams is a comedian whose whole comedy career has been built on being outrageous and offensive. Can we please choose our battles? This is not worthy of the outrage it has caused. And I'm sure people are trying to cancel him now. He has a very good podcast he does with Matt Lucas called, what's it called? It's a podcast that is based on the fact that they talk to people and it's about their life. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to be very unprofessional and I'm going to, because I listen to it all the time. What's it called? Making a Scene. There it is. Making a Scene. It's Matt Lucas and David Walliams. And it's a great listen. They get people on and they talk about the story of their life. I'm sure people will try and cancel that now. And Matt Lucas will be under fire and told not to partake with David Walliams. And it's just like what's happening with Harry Potter. And you know what? I'll do this one next week, I think, because it is doing my head in that when actors are agreeing to take part in this new Harry Potter series, they are being targeted by J.K. Rowling haters. Because she has spoken up about the transgender community and against them, people are saying, how can you do this job? And these actors are saying, I'm doing a job. I'm taking part in a Harry Potter series. This has nothing to do with whether I like or dislike J.K. Rowling. Again, David Walliams doing a Nazi salute is not him supporting Nazism. He's doing a joke about a limp wrist. wrist. Again, I've just got to say it. We've got to get a grip. We've got to get a grip.